Hey everyone, Rebecca here from True Solutions. You can find me on Instagram at TYS Parent Coach and Facebook at Rebecca Nolan Single Mom Parent Coach. And today I wanted to talk about a vulnerable topic that some of you independent women may be able to relate to, the loneliness factor, and what I have found to be the best remedy. You know, there's always a lot of talk about strong, independent women having a difficult time finding that right man. And I get that 100%. But that isn't even the half of it. My story might be a little different, but the end result is still the same. Yes, I am wicked strong. Yes, I am fiercely independent. And yes, I'm guarded. I love deeply. I'm a passionate person with my close relationships. And I go to great lengths for my friends. I will move mountains for my family members. And there is nothing I won't do for my children. In fact, I feel like proving that by just about sacrificing everything short of my life by moving 1,500 miles away from everything we knew to keep them safe. I forfeited the house. I left all of our friends and family behind for the sake of their spiritual, emotional, and mental health. You know, that shit that the court system doesn't seem to give a rat's ass about, when they kept forcing me to hand my children over to their gaslighting, manipulative bully of a father. So I gave everything up for peace and to offer them the freedom to be who they want to be, to not allow any external factor to rip them apart from their true, authentic self. I taught them about Reiki and energies. I taught them to meditate, and I continue to raise them in the Catholic faith through their confirmations. I raised them to be independent, critical thinkers. And I worked hard to keep a roof over the six of our heads and food in our mouths. But did I forget to tell you? I have 5 kids. I scrimped and saved each year to give them a Christmas and to afford new school clothes and supplies. Don't even ask about child support. It literally costs more to sponsor a child in a third world country than it does to support a single child of mine right here in the United States. I kid you not. That's the Rhode Island court system for you. Apparently, my kids are only worth $1.07 per day. But I knew before I filed for divorce that I was going to be solely financially responsible for them, for us. And I was willing to do whatever it took for our peace and the health of our mind, body, and spirit. However, what I didn't anticipate was the challenge of connecting with other people in this foreign infernal land, or tropical paradise, depending on the day. And not just with men, because we've all experienced or heard horror stories of dating today. I just mean with people in general. It's been over 9 years. And to be honest, I still feel very alone. But that's what happens when you're a strong, independent woman. We're busy progressing. We're busy improving, attaining goals, and moving forward like a fucking boss. And the next thing I know, I'm 47 years old, flying back home 2 months in a row to attend 2 funerals, and then missing a third 2 months after that. Sitting here, not only devastated, but wondering, where the hell did time go? Less than a year ago, I had 4 kids in the house. Now I'm down to 2, and one of them is a senior in high school. My future independence is starting to look a little more like solitude, and that was kind of scary to me. But there's no time for self-pity. I mean, honestly, I've handled much worse on my own. So how was I able to cope with loneliness in the past during tremendous stress, turmoil, when my fear was at an all-time high? Well, I already mentioned it. Meditation. The benefits of meditation are plentiful. And here's some that I'm sure you've heard before. Meditation aids in sleep. It improves your focus and concentration. It helps with emotion regulation. It reduces depression and anxiety. And it helps you with coping skills, stronger mental resilience, and stress relief. But I bet you haven't heard of the benefit of easing loneliness. It's easy to hold fast to methods of self-care when life is running you through the ringer and you don't really have much else to hold on to. But then when our challenges become less challenging and less frequent, we get comfortable. Taking time for self-care doesn't seem as necessary as, say, getting to the next level, making that money, or getting a promotion. Our commitment to our effort toward our mind, body, and spirit health becomes second place to our commitment towards taking action to that new goal. And the normal reaction to loneliness is looking outside of ourselves for connections. And over the years, I've blamed a lack of sense of community down here in Florida compared to the quaint town of Bristol, Rhode Island, or even my hometown of Newport. Say what you want about New England, but there's a real sense of community there, and I miss it. Regardless, the solutions are always with it. Meditating got me through the scariest and toughest and loneliest times of my life. Meditation is about energy and focusing my connection to other energies and how my energy touches all of the things in my surroundings. Much like when I was a young girl and I thought about my loved ones far away, my family and friends in New York, or long lost loves in faraway places. And I would gaze at the moon in the darkened night sky, and it would make me feel closer to them, just knowing that that was the very same moon that hung over them wherever they were. It eased my longing for them. So when I meditate, I focus my energy connecting to the energy of the universe above, to Mother Nature below, and it fills me with a sense of peace and calm. It reminds me that I'm not alone or isolated. And what's even better is when I focus my energy towards my kids, I'm feeling connected to them even when they're far away. So I encourage you, strong, independent women who are feeling alone in the world, not to look outside of yourselves, but instead to look within. Meditate to remind yourself just how connected you are to the ones you love, to the energy of life, and even the inanimate things around you, and even to me, and other strong, independent women who are rooting for you and your success. So do your thing, whether you're a badass mom boss or just a badass. And if you need a little guidance on meditating, subscribe below and stay tuned for my upcoming guided meditations. For more advanced meditation techniques, I recommend you look into some of my favorites, Dr. Joe Dispenza and Yoga Moon. And if this resonates with you, click the like button and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Stay blessed.